Hello scholars, this week is week 5, meaning we have discussion 5, which means we have assignment number 5, and I will also go over assignment number 6 to prepare you, because there are some things there you may want to do in the coming week before we get to that final week. So let's take a look at the discussion, and discussion number 5 looks like this. Now, you're going to read the Bedford Handbook. Now, this used to be the required text for the course. So, you're using Easy Writer, but there's still some good information in the Bedford Handbook. So, without having to pay for it, there's a free PDF at this site. And the cover looks like this. And, going back to that discussion board, you're going to read section 50 to 52. So, sections around page 515. And it's about gathering your sources. So that's what you're doing right now. You're gathering some information. So it's a good idea to take a look at this, and also it is a good idea for a calendar here so that you can prepare, so that you're not working from behind, which is kind of a pain. I realize, and you realize, that this is not the only thing in your life. So you want to budget your time, and that's the habits of a good writer and a good collegiate student. So take a look at these sections. It's about gathering information. There's been some questions about the types of information that you can do. One of the things that I like to do is when I start is I look at the New York Times, and the New York Times has some good articles about research, and in the article they have links to the actual research that they are quoting from. So you may want to do something similar. So you can start with something that's not necessarily scholarly, but that could be sort of the source of your information. You can also look at sources such as facts and data that are not necessarily from the same scholarly sources that we accept. However, for your paper, I don't want 5 articles from the local newspaper. I don't want 5 articles from online stuff like BuzzFeed. And you can go on Google Scholar. That's a good source. And we also have our library resource, and Maureen as well can guide you into that. You can email her, you can call her, you can set up an appointment. If you don't live nearby, you can always speak through some type of format. So take that advantage. Okay? So go back to this. So you're going to identify 5 more sources to add to the updated references list. So you have 5 that are coming in today. So you're going to add 5 more. And you're going to write a 1 to 2 page reflection. You discuss at least 3 discoveries, new information to you about your topic, how they contribute to your thinking about your central research question that you identified in the previous week. Okay, so things are forming, hopefully in your mind and on pieces of paper as you're taking notes. And that's what this does. It articulates where you're at in terms of finding your sources. And so this assignment is due at these dates. And for the next week, this is going to be something that's going to be due on March 2. So you're going to have to do 2 activities from the list below. 2. Alright? You're going to choose 2 different types. I don't want you to watch 2 movies or read 2 poems. And you're going to write a reflection about a page in total on how the experience of these activities have added to your work. Some of you have already looked at some films, such as Selma and the 13th, and in the previous assignment. Those were good sources of information. Don't want you to watch the same movie, but those are examples as well. So you can read a poem, short story, short play, exploring a historical event that's related to your topic, watch a TV show or movie related to your topic, an art or photography exhibit related to your topic, interview a person, and be sure to be prepared so you don't just go there and have a blank-faced discussion, attend a public lecture or watch a TED Talk. And Maureen's already listed some TED Talks, and you can find them here on the library guide. Okay, so those are some of the examples that you will have to do and write for March 2nd. So I thought you could get a heads up and prepare yourself. So you're not watching a movie and listening to a TED Talk the night before this assignment is due. So please send these things in. It's best if you send them on time. I respond to all of them. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.